All right, we're doing this again, and this time, we're jumping in. Amazing Digital Circus, episode 7. I'm caught up with y'all. This is exciting for me. I'm like in it. All right, admittedly not in it, but on the periphery, like what y'all doing over there? You theory crafting? What is that? And I love that. I'm a big fan of those things. I have been for some time. If you know me, you know I love a good story, and I love getting into it, and love kind of like, what's that about? What's that mean? I love getting involved in kind of the hype of a thing as it's happening. Despite these days, mostly foregoing that when it comes to TV shows, because a lot of the time, I'll get hype, and then they'll cancel a thing. This, however, I feel like is on a trajectory, and we are experiencing it, and there will be an end, and frankly, I'm here for it. So let's jump in and see what episode 7 has in store for us, shall we?
Is the adventure over already?
No, the adventure hasn't even started yet.
Before it starts, interesting that this shot of Zubul that's like in the box. I remember watching Crendor's reaction to my reaction of the trailer, and he focused on Zubul looking a mess, and that's literally what that shot was. Again, trailers. Can you even trust them? I learned that from Marvel movies. They're changing them all the time in those.
So, what's the adventure today?
Oh, I don't have an adventure for you today, so you can do whatever you feel like.
All right, sounds fine to me.
You should ask me for suggestions on what to do instead.
No.
What should we do instead?
No, Gangle.
Wait, sorry.
Great question, Gangle. For an answer, let me consult the Chinese room.
Okay, had a bit prepared.
Hold on. According to Wikipedia, the Chinese room argument holds that a computer executing a program cannot have a mind, understanding, or consciousness, regardless of how intelligently or human-like the program may make the computer behave. Suppose that artificial intelligence research has succeeded in programming a computer to behave as if it understands Chinese. The machine accepts Chinese characters as input, carries out each instruction of the program step by step, then produces Chinese characters as output. The machine does this so perfectly that no one can tell that they are communicating with a machine and not a hidden Chinese speaker. The question at issue are these. Does the machine actually understand the conversation, or is it just simulating the ability to understand the conversation? Does the machine have a mind in exactly the same sense that people do, or is it just acting as if it had a mind? So now suppose that Cyril, that's John Searle from the book Minds, Brains, and Programs, is in a room with an English version of the program, along with sufficient pencils, paper, erasers, and filing cabinets. Chinese characters are slipped in under the door, and he follows the program step by step, which eventually instructs him to slide other Chinese characters back out under the door. If the computer had passed the Turing test this way, it follows that Cyril would do so as well simply by running the program at hand. Cyril can see no essential difference between the roles of the computer and himself in the experiment. Each simply follows a program step by step, producing behavior that makes them appear to understand. However, Cyril would not be able to understand the conversation. Therefore, he argues, it follows that the computer would not be able to understand the conversation either. There's no understanding, there's no intentionality. The machine isn't thinking, it's just doing a job. Right? I'm sure we've all been there at workplace and we're doing a thing and we're just doing it because we're going through the motions. Hell, sometimes I'll get in the car, start to drive, and I'll miss an exit because I'm like in the motions of going to work. So that is what the Chinese room is. They threw it in the first minute or so of this episode. So I'm pretty sure that's a hint of things to come. Let's go back a little bit. He's literally sliding it under the...
Okay, why Chinese? Does this actually mean anything?
It's a mystery what's behind that door, but I believe it's a fluent Chinese speaker who will give me advice.
Can I just ask why? Like, what even is...
Shut!
That's crazy. That's literally, it's just what they just put it in the show. Like, exactly what we were talking about. Okay.
You're only making the joke take longer.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
Hilarious.
So, of course, the programmer, Kinger, thinks it's funny. That's a deep cut inside joke to throw at the beginning. I am so curious how many people in the community picked up on that and if they're talking about it online and stuff. Fascinating. Because the implication for the entire show is big.
You should throw a freaking beach party.
Good boy.
Oh, that could be fun.
Plus, there are some fun NPCs out there that none of you have even interacted with yet.
I'm guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Now, go have fun!
Wow, what a good day! Wow!
Alright, so who wants to try Caine's magical changing booth first?
Why does it look like one of those Baba Yaga shacks with the feet, the chicken feet at the bottom? What's that about? I guess magic. Also, weird birdhouse in the background. I guess gotta put a birdhouse somewhere. Also, where's Jax?
Wow, you look mediocre. If you ever need a sunburn, give me a call.
I don't want a sunburn.
Should have thought of that before I decided I hate you. Don't interact with the sun. She's just like that.
Gangle, wait.
Oh, so he's there. He's just in the shade.
I'll get it.
Before some thalassophobia shark attack, remember how during the trailer, for those of you who didn't watch the trailer video, I was like, interesting that they're doing an ocean episode or a beach episode. I guess he said it was a lake. But the idea of usually that's the edge of the world when it comes to video games. And also sometimes they hide stuff in them. Like in WoW, for example, there was the hidden Kraken that you could summon. There was all sorts of weird stuff that you could do underwater. A lot of games have that. But a lot of games, the deeper you go down, the more it just becomes a black hole of doom and you just die. I'm curious where we're going with this. But also, that's unpleasant. All right, bracing for fear.
Hey there, if you want to find my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
I hate that. I hate that so much. I hated that so much.
So, I was just talking with my brother here, and yeah, you are definitely not getting our sunken treasure chest. Definitely not.
Do I even want your treasure chest? It's not like there's anything to spend money on.
I'm the one that tells lies.
Dude, you ruined it.
Is that your treasure?
Dude, no, they took everything. That was my entire life savings, dude. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. That was everything. Oh my god.
They're having a rough
Did
day,
you find
those
it?
guys.
Nah, somebody plundered it before I could.
What?
What? Oh, wait, you're right.
What was that for?
Oh, let me think. There's that time you ran me over with a steamroller, the time you pushed Gangle into a pool of piranhas, when you set me on fire, mailed me a pipe bomb, threw me into an active volcano. I could go on.
Aren't you supposed to be miserable about your ability to choose your own body or something?
Aren't you supposed to be causing trouble for everyone?
I don't want to
I've been
do it
starting
no
to think
more.
that maybe the ability to change is fine. Not needing to commit to one thing all the time.
How about that?
And if I do still have problems, I talk about them with the people I trust.
Good thing I don't have any problems then.
Where are you going?
Anywhere you losers won't yap my ear off.
Hello there! How's the shrimp NPC?
Oh no, Shrimpy, no! No! That's weird. Oh, he flipped them over. Oh, okay, I was like, huh? Oh, damn! Alright, so the reason he's acting as much of a mess as he is that the two most recent, I'm assuming two most recent, people that abstracted were his friends. So right, that explains a lot about his character being a complete ass, because he's acting out. What? 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 I mean, been there. Someone had so much fun animating this. So there's his friends. In pill form, I guess. I don't know. So now everything's starting to look a little more abstracted-esque. Interesting. Is the implication there that abstraction is more like peace? Like finding inner peace? I don't know. Also interesting that the room we saw was completely empty and now we're in this like super happy room. I guess that's a stylized choice of showing where he was before and after, maybe?
Way to interrupt my nap.
Can we talk?
Your what?
Yeah. He's not actually an NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Caine completely overlooked me. But because of this, I was able to, well, I think I found the way to leave.
I think this is the game. I think this is the game. I don't know if they 100% gave it away with the Chinese room thing, but I'm convinced this NPC is still an NPC.
I think I found the way to leave.
The way to leave?
Yes, the way to leave the circus and get back to the real world.
Yes, but please, keep it discreet. If Caine catches on, I doubt he'll ever let us get this far again.
I know I probably thought this before. I'm not sure if I expressed it, but the eyeballs that are everywhere. At one point in time, I was like, well, maybe that's just Caine always watching you, or supposed to symbolize that. Now I'm convinced of it, that these eyeballs are kind of like always present, always watching. The computer's always watching them, right? I'm even more convinced now that this NPC character is like part of the game. He's like, there's no game today, but like there definitely is, and this is it.
That's why we came to you. We thought you might have a key to the Chinese room.
The Chinese room?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Caine listening in on us. I have a working theory that Caine will commit to a bit no matter what. And if the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
I guess I'll check.
He also has like a Kinger vibe. Maybe I'm crazy. I need to hear Kinger talk again. But I feel like is it the same voice actor? I don't know. I have no clue. Sounds it though.
These are all the keys I have where I don't know what they go to.
And now we have another answer. Man, this is like the answer episode. Jack's always had keys. He'd be like, oh, I found this key. I did this key. And he is a bucket of keys. Great. Now we know where he got them all.
Wait. don't you want to come with us? This could be our one chance to finally leave all this behind.
Sure, why not?
Where even is Caine? He might be suspicious of us even being here.
He's probably in his office, planning adventures.
How do we even know we can trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place.
Where's
explain more
Kinger?
when we're in the room, but for now, please just trust me. You will not regret it.
Am I doing this wrong? None of these even fit in the keyhole.
Has anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
What?
Well, it's open. Let's just get inside before Caine sees us.
I'll go get Kinger.
We can fill him in later. I don't really know if I'm, ready to face him again after what happened. We've both done things we're not proud of.
They're setting up a lot, and I have a feeling this is all red herring stuff. I'm still not convinced, because when the NPC ran out of the Chinese room, isn't that the whole... We went through the story. We did the story, right? It's all part of it. Oh, they're being set up. They're being set up.
I'm one of the original programmers of the Digital Circus. I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers, back when he was still...
You really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I can see it.
Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the computer in special stasis pods that would keep them alive and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down and say none of us are CNA employees. How would we have gotten hooked up to this big machine just by putting on a headset?
That's what I wondered as well. But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof, I was here.
Do we know that CNA is the name of the company? Was that ever a thing? Did they say that before?
They're probably doing the same to anyone that stumbles into that office. Caine is an AI.
Yeah, I think we all got that.
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that, won't be able to leave with us.
Just get to the meat and tell us exactly how we're gonna leave if we're all hooked up to stasis pods.
Yes, of course. So, I did some digging, and I discovered that the stasis pods and the virtual world are both run in the same program. So, theoretically, if we were to access the master console hidden deep within Caine's office, we could terminate it and forcibly awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well, obviously, except for Caine.
How do we get into Caine's office?
We'll need to steal the key from Caine, and we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
Okay, you know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Caine's gonna pop out and say, "Congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure," and everything's gonna go back to the way it...
That's genuinely how I feel. I genuinely feel that way. A lot of people on the internet were saying that this NPC character, they gave him the name Abel. I don't know why. I assumed that there's rabbit holes that I've not been down. But they were saying that the NPC's name was Abel, right? Because Caine and Abel. There's a lot of layers to this, and I'm not sure I buy any of it right now, but let's continue on.
I've been watching you. All of you. Every trial, every moment of joy, every abstraction. I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape by telling you before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Caine. I've suffered just as much as the rest of you.
There's a brilliance to the fact this is all happening in the Chinese room, the place where the AI tries to pretend that it's human and you have to decide whether it is or isn't.
I know this all sounds crazy, but if you follow me, you will see freedom. I'll also draw a face on myself, so you can tell me apart from any other blank NPCs.
Perfect.
Oh, what should we call you? Do you have a name?
I do. My name is Abel.
Right. Okay, so I guess that's like a confirmed thing? I was seeing stuff about Abel like weeks ago. Is there expanded universe things I'm not up on? Whatever the case may be, I'm catching up.
Like, is that the name you picked? Or...
Yeah, I thought it would be cool. But anyway, first things first.
Right, but still
we need to get
CNA.
that
We're not
key.
going to talk about that? I'd ask that question immediately.
In order to get the key, you're going to need to isolate Caine. Try getting him alone. Someplace where he'll feel comfortable confiding in you.
Hey, Caine, you around?
Hey, Jax. I didn't know you could ask if I was around like that. Good job.
You wanna get dinner together?
Gasp. A human wanting to hang out with me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
So, where you wanna... Whoa!
So, Jax, what you want to talk about, friendo?
Then
Hell
you're
yeah.
going to want to ask him about his hobbies.
That's the
Odds
good
are
stuff.
he'll get so excited that you care about him, he'll freeze up, and you'll be able to grab the key from inside his mouth.
Inside where?
What are your thoughts on cedar smoked salmon? I cedar smoked salmon, but I hardly know there's smoked salmon.
Do you have any secret hobbies?
Secret hobbies?
Yeah, like things you do on your own that you'd be interested in talking about.
Why, I didn't think a human would ever want to ask me about my... This is the most phantasmical moment of my...
Right, okay. Got him.
What you doing there, Jax?
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
Do you really believe it? I mean, everything he says?
I just want to know what Kinger thinks of all this.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
How much do you know about Kinger?
Huh? Oh, I probably know about as much as everybody else, but he's also helped me through some of my hardest times here. Is it weird to say I trust him the most out of everybody?
No, that's not weird at all. I had a similar experience, and I think he might know more about this place than he lets on.
Yeah, he has been here longer than anyone else. I don't know, I think...
Him being not included, I think, is very important, because he'd be the one to be like, nah, this is trash.
Like I said, things between us are complicated. I would love to be able to work alongside him again. And you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just, I made a promise.
What's going to happen to the people in the cellar? Like Kofmo and Ribbit?
I don't know. But let's hope for the best, right? And here we are, the Administrator Zone.
Right, so they're breaking through walls in a video game. Classic.
But like I was saying, this Macroverse place really intrigues me. And these photos are all I have of the location.
So he's obsessed with the outside world as an AI, which is fascinating. I have thoughts. We should continue.
I'm obsessed with them. I just wish I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
Yeah, what a shame.
So, what's your takeaway from all this?
What?
What's your takeaway from all this? Is it that I'm actually a cool guy with cool hobbies and not that much different from you beautiful humans?
Sure.
Wowee! I'm so glad we understand each other a little more. I really am trying my best to make you guys happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to celebrate by giving you guys anything you ask for. How's that sound?
Sounds good. This was a nice dinner and everything, but could I go back to the circus? The gals and I were gonna do something which may or may not be a surprise for a special certain ringmaster we want to show our appreciation for.
Gasp! Say no more!
Whoop!
How long is Jax gonna take? I feel like we've been standing here for hours.
Yeah, someone go in there and get his ass.
Singer?
Yes.
What's happening?
Yes.
I feel bad not including him in any of this.
We're supposed to follow Abel's instructions.
With that said, if Caine and Abel are the same person, CNA, right? And they are watching everything and doing everything. The fact that Kinger's not included, the fact that Kinger is like, don't invite him on this, we had bad blood, should say a lot about the true like origins of Kinger. And did Caine just say that they cut him off from wherever that is, the office space? Why would they do that? What's that about?
Probably couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though, just to get him into the right headspace. Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Gangle. Hi, Zubul. You startled me.
We found a way to leave the circus. We're currently preparing everything, but we need to keep it quiet so Caine doesn't stop us.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh? Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
We met up with Abel. He says he was one of the original programmers, and he knows how to shut off the game and free us.
Who?
Yeah, I saw that
Continue
coming a
this
mile away.
conversation later. Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
I am never doing anything for you guys ever again.
Where's Caine?
Worry not, my dear damsel. I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while, so no need for your distraction anymore. You're welcome.
In other words, you just made us have to wait longer to do our job. Also, don't call me that.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Yeah.
Damn! Oh shit, we're like
So,
1996
how many
computer game
administrator
now.
passes should I get?
6.
Yeah, 6.
Are you sure? Giving Kinger access to the main console could be dangerous, considering his mental state.
Will it be dark in there?
I suppose it will be somewhat dim, but...
Then yes. I want us all to have one.
All right, if you say so.
The dark. I think I get it now.
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
He's got a lot of wisdom buried in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
What?
It's nothing. Let's go find the others.
Hey, don't keep information from us if you know something.
Thank
What
you.
happened between you and Kinger?
Thank you.
It'll be clear soon enough.
'Cause it's bullshit.
This whole thing gets messed up because of you, I swear to God.
Yeah, let's just all follow Mr. Obvious Twist Villain instead.
Now wait, hold on. You think...
Let's all just calm down and be a team here. Pomni's got administrator passes for everyone. We're all in this together.
Now we know what the hand symbol is in the trailer. Although they made it look much bigger.
Why do they look like that?
Great question. Oh,
Wait, pardon me.
that's what that was.
Huh?
Did you say something?
We're going to have to trust that whatever Jax did will keep him distracted. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold these without Caine knowing. So, it's time. Let's go to Caine's office. Caine always did have trouble with cube collisions, for some reason. All right, just how we went over it. You first.
Me? Why me?
Jax? Everything's gonna be okay.
Fine. Ball me up.
Oh, like basketball.
It's really cute. That's actually pretty fun.
I want Kinger to go before me.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Pomni, don't feel like I need to go before
Pomni's
you
smart.
just because I have the right of way in a four-way uncontrolled intersection.
Just trust me. You want to get somewhere dark?
You can say that again.
So, how are you getting up?
I'm not, but I trust all of you to make the right choice.
When we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice.
Huh? What? Pardon?
I was getting kind of worried something was happening down there.
Time for me to serve my purpose, I guess.
Also, real quick, did I just realize that Pomni's outfit's the same color as Caine's door? Anyway, that just hit me. Don't know what that means. I know that in the trailer, I was like, oh, because it's like it's kind of Harlequin colors, and then that's literally what Pomni's character is. I don't know why none of that crossed my mind at the time, but that's like, it's almost 1-to-1. Anyway, okay, interesting. So are those supposed to be different worlds or different adventures?
Abel said the door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
Hey, you alright?
I'm great.
I guess this is it. We're leaving the circus.
I've only known you like this. Will it be the same when it's real?
It always was real. Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are.
It's very online
They'll never
friend,
leave
met
us.
you in a video game,
And I
coded.
wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you for always being there when I needed.
A red and blue switch. Okay.
Kinger, do you want to make the choice?
The choice of what?
Are you sure he's all the way here?
Hey, yeah, wait. Don't we all want to press leave? Why leave it up to him?
What if there's something we don't know? Maybe we should give it a little more time?
Oh, yeah. I love pressing buttons. You, want me to press one of those too?
I don't know.
Am I missing something? We all want to leave, right?
Pomni?
Yeah, we do. It's just, what if it's a trick or something?
Why would there be a trick console in Caine's office? Like, no matter what we press, Caine's gonna know we were here. We should push it.
Hold on. Let's just wait a second and go over everything we know and maybe we can vote on it or something?
He's freaking out, man. Okay, before he clearly is going to go run and press a button or get tackled to the ground. What the shit were those images? That is very clearly just a street with houses and a 20 mile per hour speed limit sign. But what's interesting is in the very first frame of it, you can see what appears to be kind of like next to the 20 mile per hour sign. There's another sign that looks like one of those like, welcome to this part of the city that's known for this thing and is in 1864, like one of those markers. But then if you keep pressing for it vanished. Oh no, because we're driving in a car. Oh, we're moving forward in a car and then it flashes. Okay, so all of these are images of him in a car moving somewhere. Yeah, he's driving down the road. He's driving down, he's in the woods now. Interesting. Okay, yeah, he's deep in the woods. All right, here we go.
What did you just do?
I...
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it. I knew you'd make the right choice.
You mean this was all...
An adventure, yes, and one I've been cooking up for a good long while. Great job playing your part, Abel.
All in a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
None of that was true. The CNA stuff, the pods.
Caine and Abel, like,
The way
A
out.
fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
I was right? I can't believe I was right!
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town.
Yeah, it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You got in my head. You just lie about everything, don't you?
Huh?
You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else.
Our names?
No, hold on, guys. Wait. I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good night. Fragrant night, bye!
that episode was great. But can we talk about the one thing that definitely seemed weird, that now I'm pretty sure we all got wrong, even Pomni got wrong? This bit right here where she asks Kinger what to do.
Kinger, do you want to make the choice?
The choice of what?
It's a dark room. Why is he stupid? I'm not entirely sure on this theory because the very, very end, but it almost feels like it's not darkness, but it's when Caine is paying attention to him. Does that make sense? When Caine is watching him, that's why he hides. Oh shit, that's why he hides in the pillow fort. He's smart in the pillow fort because Caine can't see through the pillows, which is insane, but I think that's what that means. And so when he's out and about and the eyes are everywhere, even Abel is Caine's eyes, right? But then there's the very, very end where he says, hey man, like,
I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey, hey, hey! I didn't say anything like that!
So he had clarity there. I wonder if because Caine was freaking out, he wasn't paying attention, and maybe that's why he had that moment of clarity. I don't know. But then he immediately refocused. So I have questions, so many questions. But what a well done episode. I saw it coming a mile away, mostly because I went to Wikipedia and was like, let's read out the entire Chinese room thing. And it was so spot on. But again, there is a layer to this of, like, I guarantee this is a theory for the show. It has to be. This has to exist. I have no mouth and I must scream. Fantastic story, really messed up video game, like an old point and click. If you've never experienced that, go look into that. That's your homework assignment. Go look into that. We'll reconvene next time. What do you think? What do you think? Anyway, love it. Still into this show. Think it's great. Not too old for it. I'm excited for more. Now to wait X number of months. Fascinating. Fascinating. I love this show. Love it.